Dominik Szoboszlai found himself front and centre of Liverpool's wild-eyed 2-1 defeat at home to Manchester City on Sunday afternoon. After opening the scoring with a stunning free kick, the talismanic Hungary international was at fault for Bernardo Silva's equaliser. He could do nothing as Erling Haaland converted a stoppage-time penalty before getting himself sent off for pulling the Norwegian striker to the turf during a truly bonkers conclusion. Liverpool's hero of the season proved to be the villain of the piece on Sunday after threatening to once again steal the show. It was painfully prophetic that Szoboszlai celebrated his rip-snorting free kick with a snap of his fingers. That's just how quickly his afternoon unravelled. Absolutely no one wanted that goal disallowed or Szoboszlai sent off. "We are on it," Szoboszlai promised heading into Sunday's fixture. While his teammates have failed to live up to that benchmark at points throughout the season, Szoboszlai has almost always been well and truly on it, never more so than in the 74th minute. There was a snarl to the Hungarian's vicious free kick, swerving around the wall before barrelling back the other way. Gianluigi Donnarumma was consigned to the same spectator status as the 61,000 people squashed into the Anfield stands, watching on as the ball crashed off the upright on its way into the net. Eight-time Premier League champion and retired right-back Gary Neville was quick to hail the midfielder as a very accomplished in his unnatural defensive position, yet his unfamiliarity with the role was writ large for City's equaliser. Caught watching the ball which Haaland headed on, Szoboszlai was the deepest defender playing Bernardo onside, a fact he acknowledged by screaming into the Merseyside night sky. Alisson was the one to blame for the penalty which Haaland converted, yet Szoboszlai took it upon himself to make sure his former RB Salzburg teammate would not notch a second. Both players chased Ryan Cherki's pass from the halfway line while Alisson watched on after trundling upfield for a late set piece. Szoboszlai took the first tug of Haaland, who kept his balance before grabbing hold of the Hungarian, who fell to the floor as the ball rolled into the unguarded net. In a fitting coda for the lack of context VAR provides, the distant officials instructed the referee to chalk off the goal, bring it back for a free kick and hand Szoboszlai his marching orders. The match ended with a 2-1 victory for Manchester City, and Liverpool will have to regroup and come back stronger in their next match. The Reds will need to work on their defensive strategy and make sure they can hold their own against top teams like Manchester City. The question on everyone's mind is, can Liverpool still make a push for the title? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the Premier League is heating up and it's going to be an exciting finish to the season. For now, Liverpool will have to lick their wounds and come back stronger in their next match. The Reds have the talent and the skill, but they need to work on their consistency and make sure they can perform at a high level every match. The fans will be eagerly waiting to see how the team responds to this loss and how they will bounce back in their next match. The Premier League is known for its unpredictability, and anything can happen on any given day. Liverpool will need to be at the top of their game if they want to make a push for the title. The team has the potential, but they need to work on their strategy and make sure they can execute it on the pitch. The fans will be watching closely, and they will be expecting a strong performance from the Reds in their next match. The Premier League is a marathon, not a sprint, and Liverpool will need to be consistent if they want to make it to the finish line. The team has the talent, but they need to work on their mentality and make sure they can stay focused throughout the season. The question on everyone's mind is, can Liverpool still make a push for the title? The answer will have to wait until the next match, but one thing is for sure, the Premier League is going to be an exciting finish to the season.